Can you even remember those days when the Tesla Model X was the only electric SUV one could buy? My memory is getting vague because today dozens of models are already on sale and a dozen more will arrive in the nearest future. In this episode, we'll show you the most exciting EV newcomers within the crossover SUV niche. These models have left range anxiety in the past. Extremely fast charging is a given, and their overall performance parameters give legacy internal combustion counterparts a run for their money. Subscribe to Automotive Territory and let's explore the best EVs of tomorrow. Enjoy the ride! Mercedes-Benz EQE SUV. The latest member of the EQ family borrows many tech features from the flagship EQS SUV, but it does offer more compact and dynamic dimensions. Shorter even than the EQE sedan, the model has a 119.3-inch wheelbase and offers both rear and all-wheel drive options. The entry-level model promises 288 horses and 340-plus WLTP miles, while in the AMG versions, buyers can expect up to 677 HP and 3.4 seconds 0 to 60. The exterior exudes the familiar EQ vibe. The AMG EQEs sport the signature Panamericana grille and larger 21 to 22-inch wheels. Plus, the cabin offers class-leading levels of interior space. With this Mercedes, you get 18.4 cubic feet of cargo room, 40/20/40 folding rear seats, and the technology package with two 12-inch screens or a hyperscreen. Volvo EX90. The EX90 is the new electric 7-seater flagship from Volvo that epitomizes core Scandinavian values, but at the same time shows international commitment of the company since production will take place in the USA. The new in-house developed EV technology base has a twin-motor powertrain with a 111 kWh battery and up to 375 miles of range. Its power output will vary from 402 to 517 horses, and torque will reach 671 pound-feet. This is the safest Volvo to date, protected by an invisible 360-degree shield of safety sensing tech powered by NVIDIA's Drive AI. In turn, the in-cabin systems, including the vertical 14.5-inch infotainment, are run by the Xavier and Orin AI platforms that utilize computing power of the Snapdragon cockpit platforms from Qualcomm Technologies. Honda Prologue. Being a Japanese car maker, Honda traditionally arrives late to the party of electric SUVs. The 2024 Prologue is their first take within the class that heralds a new era of electrified Honda vehicles. The EV was envisioned by the LA design team as an adventure-ready people's hauler that will slot next to the Honda Passport. Given that Honda has sourced the 800-volt Ultium architecture from General Motors, we can expect a fast crossover with at least 250 miles of range and extremely rapid charging. Its wheelbase of 122 inches allows for the generous passenger space and ample cargo volume. The dashboard is equipped with an 11-inch digital driver's display and an 11-inch infotainment, but a bunch of convenient physical buttons are still in place. VW ID.4 Pro for motion. After 2 years in production, we get one more sub-flagship version of the ID.4 that will reside next to the ID.4 GTX for motion. This model has the large-capacity 77 kWh battery and a 265 horsepower all-wheel drive powertrain comprised of two motors with pulse inverters. The front wheels are driven by the asynchronous motor, but the main drive is provided by the permanently excited synchronous motor on the rear axle. The ID.4 Pro for motion has a WLTP range of 323 miles. 0 to 60 takes 6.9 seconds, the top speed will be limited to 112 miles per hour, and the towing capacity was increased to 3,000 pounds. This ID.4 runs the newest generation ID software 3.1 and adds travel assist with swarm data and park assist plus with memory function. We would like to keep on pushing for the progress of electric vehicles. Make sure to smash the like button and watch this video till the end. Let's proceed. Polestar 3. The first true crossover from Polestar is underpinned by the same scalable product architecture platform as its Volvo XC90 sibling. It inherits similar proportions except for the height, which is nearly 6 inches lower in case of the Polestar 3. The long-awaited SUV will launch with a standard all-wheel drive and a 111 kWh battery that promises EPA estimated 300 miles. The two electric motors, one on each axle, deliver up to 489 horsepower and 620 pound-feet of twist. The optional 6 grand performance pack ups the maximum power to 517 horses, but trims the real-world range to 270 miles. On the inside, the model gets a 14.5-inch vertical touchscreen, a 9-inch instrument cluster, and a full-length panoramic glass roof. Other goodies included as standards are retractable door handles, LED lighting, a 25-speaker B&W sound system, and an air suspension. Chevrolet Equinox EV. This is the most affordable EV from General Motors, underpinned by the cutting-edge electric Ultium platform. The Equinox EV sports futuristic styling with LED light strips across the entire width of the car, stylish aero wheels, and a two-tone paintwork. Here, the 800-volt architecture will be slightly down-tuned. Nevertheless, 290 horsepower, extra fast charging, around 300 miles of range, all-wheel drive, and 1,500 pounds of towing capacity are still on the table. Chevrolet plans to first launch this model in the sub-flagship 2RS trim, with 20-inch wheels, heated steering wheel, and advanced Chevy safety assist. The complete portfolio will consist of 5 trims, kicking off from $30,000. The best Equinox EV will feature a fully digital 17.7-inch dashboard, ambient lighting, Super Cruise, heated and ventilated seats. Audi Q8 e-tron. 2023 brings a little rebranding for the company's first electric SUV that from now on is renamed into the Q8 e-tron. Along with a new moniker, the model acquires a fresher face with a Q4-inspired front grille, matrix LED headlights, updated Audi logo, and improved body aerodynamics. Air suspension is standard equipment, and it can adjust the SUV's ride height up to 3 inches. The model's lineup is unchanged, so the buyers will be choosing between 50, 55, and SQ8 models. All of them come with a standard all-wheel drive and an updated rear axle motor that contributes to improved range parameters. The entry-level Q850 promises 340 horses and 305 miles, while the performance-enhanced 3-motor SQ8 is good for 503 HP and around 300 miles with a bigger 114 kWh battery. The interior can be performed in sustainable materials, and there are 2 centrally mounted touchscreens as standard. Brabus Smart No. 1. After releasing the sport-infused Brabus 92R based on the Smart EQ4 Brabus turned its attention to the brand's latest electric super mini SUV. In addition to the special paintwork, the Smart No. 1 gets new 19-inch alloys, more aggressive bumpers with the additional air intakes, a roof spoiler, and Brabus-specific badging. A dual-tone color theme is carried over inside the cabin, where the red accents are applied on the headrests, seats, seatbelts, and the dashboard. There is also an Alcantara-wrapped steering wheel and flashy aluminum pedals. As with any Brabus product, the biggest update is the extra power. The company fitted the original rear-wheel drive Smart No. 1 with a front axle motor, nearly doubling the output. With 428 horsepower on board, the model features the same 66 kWh battery, which means that the maximum range will be trimmed to around 240 miles. Jeep Avenger. Closely related to the new Peugeot E2008 and Opel Mokka-e, the Avenger will be Jeep's smallest crossover offering, and it will be built on the updated version of the Stellantis common modular platform. Targeting the European market, the model boasts a classic Jeep look and even gets some off-road proof specs. 20-degree approach and 32-degree departure angles, 7.9 inches of clearance, 18-inch wheels, hill descent, and some skid plates. Its electric drivetrain pairs a 400-volt electric motor with a 54 kWh battery with the ability to recharge at 100 kW. This system is good for 156 horses and 248 WLTP miles. There are also 6 driving modes enabled by the Jeep's Select Terrain technology. The cabin of the Avenger is all digital with a 10.25-inch central touchscreen and the driver's information screen. Skoda Vision 7S. The new 7-seater is expected to materialize into a production model by 2026, and Skoda claims that it will retain the concept's key design elements. These include the so-called tech deck face front end, dominated by a massive bumper with 7 vertical slats and underlined by an aluminum protection panel. Compared to the current production Skodas, the new grille looks significantly wider, highlighted by the T-shaped narrow headlights that are positioned further out to the edges. The first thing that attracts the eyes inside the cabin is an integrated child seat on the second-row center console. The 14.6-inch central infotainment can rotate, while the 8.8-inch instrument cluster is equipped with the augmented reality head-up display. The concept is powered by an electric drivetrain of undisclosed output, which is wired to an 89 kWh battery boasting over 370 miles of range. What electric SUVs of tomorrow excite you the most? I'll be waiting for you in the comment section to discuss the lineup. Before you go, make sure to like this episode and subscribe to Automotive Territory. More EV news are waiting for you through the links on the screen. Stand with Ukraine, and may the torque be with you!